Ladies, gentlemen, the Vancouver Canucks season is less than a month away. Opening night is October 13th against the Edmonton Oilers. So I want to detail what my plans are for the 2022 NHL season. Now, last season, 48 out of the 56 Canucks games, I did a post-game video of some sort. Typically, they were about an 8 to 12 minute recap with my thoughts, my opinions on the game, and that was about it. Now, this video would normally be up about 20 to 25 minutes after the final horn, right? The game would end, I'd have to hit record, I'd record the video, and then I would upload it. It would take a few minutes to process, and then it would be up. And then you guys could watch it about 20 to 25 minutes after the game. But I don't like that. I want to get around it. I want to have basically instant reaction to the games this year for you guys, and I want you guys to be able to get a little bit more involved. So this is the plan. Literally seconds. Now, when I say seconds, I mean seconds. I'm going to be watching the game. The horn's going to go. I'm going to hit go live. We're going to do live streams, at least to start the season. We'll do a little test run to do a Canucks sort of post-game-esque show. And the great thing about live on YouTube is if you join in late, let's say you join 5-10 minutes late after the start of the post-game show, you can just rewind it. You just drag that little bar, zoop, and you're back at the beginning. And you can catch up on sort of the recap portion. The plan is first 7 to 10 minutes are going to be similar to what I did last season. More of a recap of the game, my reaction to the game, my thoughts on the game, what it does for the Canucks in the long run. I'll give out my game pucks like I did in last year's videos. And then after that, we're pretty open-ended. The plan is to be about 30 minutes long. Of a stream, and that might be having a guest on for 10 to 15 minutes, or just sitting there and answering your questions for a bit of time, or whatever other news happened around the hockey world on that particular day. So it's going to be fairly open-ended with a 10-minute recap or so, and then about 20 minutes of answering questions, having on guests, just putting on a really fun show for the rest of the season. I'll actually show if I go to, I don't know if this will break everything, but if I go to here, it's going to try to play the intro, but something like this, right? So a post-game show, we're going to have sort of high production value, have the score along the side, do something cool, something fun like that, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, audio versions will be up as well. Lots of people, most of my viewers are video viewers, and that's why you're all here, right? You're here to watch me talk and join the live shows. But if you can't make it to the live show, we're going to have the podcast version up as well. I'll just take the audio. I'll throw it up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the rest. You can find that link at the top of the description as well, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you do want to tune in after the fact, driving to work the next day, want to hear my thoughts on the game, maybe the Canucks get a big win, Elias Pettersson hat trick, something fun like that, you can go find the podcast there. Now, when is this going to start? My initial plan was October 13th. The Canucks kick off to the regular season, but the Canucks do play a preseason game against the Seattle Kraken on Sunday the 26th, so I think we're going to do sort of a test run there and maybe some other preseason games in the mix. I'm going to be on vacation for about the last week of preseason, so it'll be maximum 5, probably 1 or 2 we'll do a live stream for, and then the real thing will kick off October 13th against the Edmonton Oilers at 7 p.m. the game is. Stream will start right around 9:30 whenever that final horn goes. Now, if this whole post-game show idea live doesn't do as well as I hope it does, or how well I expect it to, one thing is I don't really trust YouTube's live functionality after the fact. Lots of people don't like watching videos that were live streamed just because, they're expecting it to be a little bit slower, a little bit more poorly paced. But that's why the idea is to have sort of the first 10 minutes being more like the videos from last year. If it doesn't go well, we'll just go back to the video format. It's no risk. We're going to give it a shot for a few games. If it does well, it does well. We'll keep it up for the rest of the season. We'll just keep an eye on it. As for other videos, right? Last year, sure, I made 48 recap videos, but I probably made like 90 videos in total, maybe more. I was uploading videos almost every day, and that's not going to change. Breaking news coming through, I'll do a video on it, right? If there's a trade that happens or a free agent that gets signed or something of the like, we'll do a video on it. We'll have my reaction up to it. Again, as soon as possible, usually 20, 30 minutes after news drops, I try to have a video out. Also, the viewer favorite is film analysis, and I hear you guys all season long, especially in that last couple of months of the season after I moved. lots of people were like, where's the film analysis? Give us the film analysis. This is why we're here. We're here for the film analysis. And the reality is those are hard to make. They take a lot of time. And especially the way I started doing them, they were taking about 2 hours to make a video. And that doesn't sound like a ton of time for a video, but considering I would work the next day, and I would make them before work, it was a little bit tricky. But I've gotten good enough at it where I can power them out in about 30 minutes with no real drop in quality. So the plan is not for every game, not for half the games, for big games or clips that something interesting happened, I'll be putting out film analysis content as well, whether it's all of the goals in a game from the previous night, or maybe there's one particular play that I want to go really in depth on and make a little shorter video, something like that. We will still have film analysis coming through for those of you who enjoy those videos. Lastly, that's my main, this is my channel, right? We're going to have the post-game stuff. We're going to have maybe some pre-game previews, maybe some film analysis, some breaking news, my regular content. But also, most of you know this already, but I do co-host a podcast, or a live video show as we call it, with Clay Emo, Canuck Clay, and myself, called Canucks After Dark. And we go live every Monday night at 10 p.m. over on the Canucks After Dark YouTube channel. So that's also linked below. I highly recommend you check it out. We're really hitting our stride. We're having a ton of fun. Also, it's available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, it's there. And we love doing it, and that's going to obviously continue. Every Monday night, 10 p.m. Even if it's a game night, I'll try to wrap up my post-game show by 10 o'clock, and then we'll do Canucks After Dark to cover basically the previous week, our reactions to where the Canucks are standing, whatever else happens during the week. It's going to be a ton of fun, and we're going to keep up doing that show all season long for you guys. We're officially in season 2. We've been doing it since April. We're about 24 episodes in, and we love to do it, and we love the reaction we get to it, and doing it live. Again, having done that show live so many times makes me really want the live version of my post-game show to succeed, because I love the viewer interaction. I love the immediate response of everyone in the chat, asking questions, giving us comments, things like that. It's a ton of fun. I hope you guys stick around and continue to join us for the rest of the season, especially with our mainly Canucks focused content. So that's my plan for the season. If you have any comments, any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Hit like on the video. Follow me on Twitter, do all that good stuff. And thank you to our VIPs and our members. We have 3 tiers of membership. If you're interested in joining, there's a big join button down below. It's completely optional, just a way to support me extra on the side. We have about 8 VIP members. Shout out to you guys, and our backstage members, and our GOAT member, Lucas, who contributes a ton and absolutely crazy. Yeah, click on that join button if you're interested in becoming a member as well, getting your name on these credits over on the side, and some other perks as well, especially during the live streams. You'll get a nice green name and a little badge next to your comments, so I'll see those first. Anyways, we're less than a month away from the season, and I can't wait to spend it with you guys. Talk to you later.